I'm gonna be honest with you, this video is a lot shorter than our previous videos because we kind of get straight to the point in this one. We want to show how we are all truly prodigal sons. But if you want a more extended version, then head over to our Patreon. I plan on creating a video with my personal story and my journey with this topic. If you're new to the channel and wondering why everything's animated right now, check out some of our previous videos to see why. This video isn't necessarily about a specific man in the Bible. It's not about some historical figure or prophet that you've heard about before. This is actually a story, a parable that Jesus told. Now, could it have been based on a real person? Maybe, but that's not the point. The point is this video is about you. This is about maybe who you are right now, or who you've been, or who you're becoming. That's why this parable hits me differently. But there's still another part of this story that's gonna hit different for all of us. Because every believer is technically one of these two sons in this story. And if I'm being real with you, I've been the one who ran off and did whatever I wanted. So let's set the scene. A father has two sons, and the younger son goes to his father and says he wants his inheritance. Now, in the culture back then, that's basically saying he'd rather have his father dead, because you weren't supposed to get your inheritance until your father had passed. So this wasn't just disrespect, it was deeper than that. This mindset of, I don't want you, I just want what you can give me. And honestly, that's actually a lot of us. We say that we believe in God, and we want His blessings, His protection and love, but we don't actually want to walk with Him. It's like, God, just give me everything I want, but also let me live however I want. That's exactly what this son did. He took his inheritance, dipped out, and did his thing. And what did he spend it on? The Bible said he spent it on reckless living, including prostitutes. He didn't invest it, he didn't build anything, he blew it. And today, a lot of us are actually doing the same thing. Yeah, maybe not on prostitutes, but think about it. Some of y'all are still paying for that same kind of thing. And if you're paying for that kind of content online, you know what you're doing. What's the difference? And even if you're just watching that content, what's the difference? You're staring at a woman who will never give you the time of day. Women who don't care about you. You don't know them, they don't know you. But you're still giving your soul away for nothing. And think about it, it's not just unholy, it's weird. Really think about it. It leaves you with nothing but shame and regret. At the end of the day, here's the thing. We ran, we took what God gave us, and we used it to destroy ourselves. So what happened next? He gotta have his fun, but guess what? He didn't necessarily keep track of his money. He didn't realize what he had and then he ran out. No more parties, no more money, no more friends, just emptiness and regret. It got so bad he ended sleeping with pigs, eating the same food they were eating. And maybe you're not in that exact same position, but either way, a lot of people are still sitting there asking themselves, how did they end up where they are? And sometimes when they hit their lowest point, some people run to drugs, start stealing and numb themselves just to get through the day. But what did he do? He ran back to his father. He thought even if he just begged his father to take him back, even as a servant. Now, why as a servant? Because when he took that inheritance early in that culture, that meant his father no longer had a son. And he no longer had a father. So in his mind, the best case scenario was just to be allowed back as a servant, to work the rest of his life and to try to pay it all back, because anything was better than where he was now. But when he came back, the father didn't hesitate. He was already waiting for him. He didn't yell or say, I told you so. His father ran to him and embraced him. And that's the kind of God we serve. One who waits, one who runs towards you whenever you return. You might be thinking that God is done with you. You might be thinking that you've gone too far. But the truth is, He's still waiting and He hasn't stopped. Now here's a part of the story that most people forget. The older son, the one who never left, the one who stayed close to the father, still had bitterness in his heart. Because when he saw the party, the feast, the celebration, he didn't feel joy. He felt anger. He said, how can he come back and get all of this and I can't even get a calf for my friends? And for some of you, that might be where your heart is. You've been going to church, you've been doing the right things, you've been close to God in proximity, but you're still far from Him in your attitude. And here's what the father tells him. Son, you're always with me and everything I have is already yours. But your brother was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now he's found. In other words, you were never missing anything. And now you're mad that someone else came back and got the same grace? You don't get to decide who's worthy. And if their path looks different from yours, that doesn't mean it's not real. Some of you need to hear this. Don't let your faithfulness turn into pride. Don't let your obedience become bitterness. Because the Father wants both sons. He wants the one who ran off and the bitter one who stayed. He's calling both of you to come back to Him. So now the question is, which son are you? Are you the one who ran? Or are you the one who stayed but let your heart grow cold? Either way, the father hasn't given up. I know that this was a quick video, but like I said, this one is just about you. But if you want more content like this, be sure to share, subscribe for more weekly uploads. And if you're learning Spanish or just want to practice, head over to our Spanish channel, where you'll find Spanish versions of these same videos and connect with the growing community of prodigal sons just like you. But for now, I'm the prodigal son, and if there's one thing that I've learned, is that God never stops waiting. One of his dreams was about him and his brothers gathering bundles of grain in a field, and in the dream their bundles bowed to his. And then in another dream, this time it was the sun, the moon, and 11 stars all bowing down to him. Even his father questioned him after hearing that, but it says his father also kept it in mind. Still, those dreams still added fuel to the fire. His brothers already hated how favored he was, and now they saw him as arrogant, threatening, and too much. And some of you may hear that from people in your life as well. So one day, Jacob sends Joseph out to check on his brothers in the field. And when they see him coming from a distance, they start plotting. They say, "Here comes that dreamer." Some of them wanted to kill him right then and there, but not every brother wanted to kill Joseph.